What's up, guys? We are the Guild Masters of Anime. I am your DM, Ibex, here with my DMA.
Yori.
There we go.
Hello.
So today, we are bringing you the bestest, madest ever. The quickest, cleanest, fiendest creature we've ever seen that everyone can't help but love. Nifty from Hazbin Hotel.
Nifty.
Especially with like how popular Hazbin Hotel is right now, it felt right to do one of the best characters.
Yep.
And one, honestly, just a straight up gremlin of the show.
Which, yeah. But real quick, people that are going to complain, it is considered an anime because it is completely animated. It is not for kids.
Yes.
Which falls under the criteria of anime.
Yes. And we had discussed this in a previous podcast that we were a part of.
Yes.
A little while back. But, so, for this character, obviously, let's go ahead and start with the race. And the only race acceptable to play Nifty as, in my opinion, is Goblin.
Yes.
Because you gotta have that gremlin feel to it.
Yeah.
And giving that Fury of the Small plus Nimble Escape, it's perfect for Nifty.
It's Nifty
vibes,
vibes,
it works
man.
so well.
It really is.
So the first class that we're going to be going into is you're going to be taking 12 levels of Rogue.
Yep.
Because stabby stab.
Stabby stab stab.
That's all you need to know.
Yep.
So in the first level, obviously you get your proficiencies, your hit points, and your expertise. The proficiencies that we recommend are Intimidation, Sleight of Hand, Stealth, and Acrobatics.
Yep.
Because Nifty is quick, she's stealthy, and she can move up walls and up people very easily.
Yeah, and she's very good at stealing things.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm sorry, when she stole the bit of fur from Velvetino's coat, that was very intimidating.
For my collection!
For my collection, and runs off.
Yeah.
And so...
I mean, honestly, just her smile is intimidation enough.
I know!
Because it is so demented.
And then, like, just narrowing up her one eye.
Yeah.
And so, for expertise, you're going to pick Intimidation and Sleight of Hand.
Yep.
Now, of course, you also get your Sneak Attack and your Thieves' Cant at level 1.
Which, couldn't you get expertise in acrobatics?
I'd say it did not give me that option, actually.
That's weird.
It really is, but it did not give me that as an option.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So,
Continue.
Level 2, you get your Cunning Action, your Disengage, your Hide, stuff like that.
Yep.
Everyone knows what the Cunning Action is. We're not going to worry about that. Level 3 is where we get into the fun bit.
Yep.
Because the roguish archetype that we recommend for Nifty is Assassin.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the way that she took out Adam...
that was an assassination move.
That was an assassination move. Like, no doubt, 100%. Now, you do also get some bonus proficiencies with Disguise Kit and Poisoner Kit. And
Not really useful.
Well, let's be honest. With her semi-knowledge of cleaning chemicals, she could probably whip up a decent poison.
Maybe.
On accident. On accident.
Yeah, it would be by accident. It probably would be. I'll give you that. But I'm just saying, it wouldn't be intentional.
Not at all. Not at all.
So.
And then, of course, since you take Assassin, you get the Assassinate feature, which, as long as you get to go before an opponent, you get, I believe it's advantage on the attacks against that opponent.
And as a rogue, when you have advantage, you get your sneak attack bonus.
Yeah. Lots of sneak attack.
Yep.
Now, level 4, you get your ASI. We recommend, with this build, Dexterity is going to be your main one.
Yes.
Dexterity, you want to get to 20 as fast as you can. Charisma and Wisdom are going to be the next two.
Yes.
And once we get to the multi-classing, those will make a little bit more sense, but those are the next two that you'd want to focus on. Of course, if you get them to where you want them, you do have the ability, the option for feats, which we'll go over later.
Yep. Multi-class minimums, though, are requirements.
Yes.
So.
Yes, there are requirements, and we'll go over the requirements when we get to the multi-class.
Yes.
Level 5, you get Uncanny Dodge, which allows you to lessen how much damage you take when you get hit by a person. Level 6, you get Expertise, which now it lets you pick Acrobatics, which we definitely recommend, and Thieves Tools. Because honestly, like when they were in that club, how quickly Nifty was able to get into their storage closet.
Yeah.
She has to be very good with those thieves' tools.
Although I imagine that it was just unlocked, but for this instance, we're gonna say it was locked and she picked it.
Yeah.
So
very quickly, just done.
Yeah.
Now level 7, you get your evasion, where if you are doing a dexterity save to avoid an attack, a spell, anything like that. If you succeed and you would take half damage, you take no damage instead. And if you fail, you take half damage.
Yes.
Because it's hard to pin down Nifty. She's
is.
very quick and it's very hard to pin down on your attacks. Level 8, you get another ASI. Level 9, you get Infiltration Expert, which allows you to basically make up an entire fabricated backstory in disguise for your character. Not really necessary, not really useful, but it's one of those abilities that you can't really avoid.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah. Level 10, another ASI. Level 11, Reliable Talent.
This one is great.
This one is awesome, especially for Nifty. What this does is, whenever you make a roll using an ability that you have a proficient, that you get to add your proficiency bonus to, you cannot roll lower than a 10.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if you physically roll a 1 through 9, it is automatically considered a 10 regardless.
Yep.
And so with some of the proficiencies and the expertise and all that stuff, you will not roll below a 20 on any of those abilities.
Yep.
It is absolutely insane and wonderful at the same time.
Yeah. And it fits Nifty.
And it fits Nifty. And then level 12 is, again, another ASI, but this is the last one you're going to get from Rogue, and then we move on to the first of the multi-class.
Yeah, so the first of the multi-classes is going to be Bard. Now, he did have to sell this to me a little bit, and it wasn't until we got down to the subclass of Bard that I really jumped on the train here, because I assumed, or I thought, Nifty doesn't really show much of anything else, so Nifty is just a straight rogue. Took a little bit of doing, took a little bit of finagling, but got me sold. Got me sold on it. So for first level, assuming you didn't take this first, you're not going to get many proficiencies or anything like that from that are extra.
I mean, you get enough.
Yeah, you get enough. You do pick some instruments, so just give Nifty some instruments. She does naturally know how to play tambourine and guitar, so find something similar, give her those. You're also going to get your spell casting. Again, we don't see Nifty use spell casting much. That's not really why we're here in Bard, but it's good to have it as a character, right? Next, you're going to get your Bardic Inspiration. So this lets you give people inspiration.
Or yourself.
Or yourself inspiration. With her patented, we're all gonna die!
We're all gonna die! Yay!
So, yeah. Next, at second level, you're gonna get Jack of all trades. This is great because it lets you add half your proficiency bonus, rounded down, to any ability check that you don't already have your proficiency in.
And couple that with reliable talent?
Yeah. It's great.
It's wonderful.
You also get Song of Rest. Again, not very Nifty-ish itself, but it's an ability that's there.
She puts on a roach puppet for you while you're trying to sleep.
Yes, definitely make that your Song of Rest. It has to be the Roach Theater. That is perfect. Thank you for that. That is perfect.
You're welcome.
So, third level of Bard, you're going to get your Bard College. Nifty, and this is what sold me, is a glamour bard. Now, it sounds a little weird. She's not very glamorous, but her roaches are. Her roaches
are. 100% her roaches are.
So, when you hit third level and you take your glamour college, you are going to get Mantle of Inspiration. Basically, this is your theater. This is your little show that you put on for people. But you are able to infuse this with your magic, and you give, as a bonus action, you're able to use one of your bardic inspirations to, what is it? You do, blah, blah, blah. You
Each
can
of them gain
see
temporary
60
hit
feet.
points.
Yes, there it goes. So, yeah, you're able to give your allies temporary hit points whenever you show them your theater, and they have to sit through it, which everyone at the Hazbin Hotel does for Nifty, because you gotta love Nifty. Also, it can, when you give them these hit points, they can use their reaction to move up without provoking opportunity attacks. It's very hard for me to talk sometimes.
That's okay.
And this is great in case, you're in the middle of combat and people need to escape. Next, you're going to get enthralling performance.
Again, puppet show.
Yeah, again, all this is her puppet show. It's a very long show. If you sit through it, though, you get a lot of great things.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Sit through the show. Make people sit through the show.
And if they don't want to, all she's got to yell at is, "You're going to die."
Exactly.
And you want to move.
Yeah. And the people that are scared because you're intimidating will sit through it.
Right.
But this lets you put on your puppet show for people, and blah blah blah. So each target has to succeed on a wisdom save, or they're charmed, which means you now love Nifty.
And you love the Roach Theater.
Exactly. Which makes perfect sense.
So much sense.
Why else do they put up with Nifty in the hotel?
Oh, absolutely.
Come
absolutely.
on.
No, 100% I agree. And one thing that we don't want to forget, at third level, you do get expertise again.
Yes.
So pick some more abilities that you haven't gotten expertise with. Mm-hmm. We do recommend stealth because, like we said, Nifty's very stealthy.
Yes.
You want as much a bonus to stealth as you can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What else do you get?
That's all you get for a third level with Bard.
Yeah. So fourth level is going to be an ASI. Again, pick a feat or raise your abilities if they aren't up to snuff yet.
Yes.
Level 5, you're going to get your Font of Inspiration. And what this does is you're able to regain your uses of Bardic Inspiration whenever you finish a short or long rest.
So instead of it just being long rest, it can now be a short rest.
Exactly.
Making Niftier that much nifty.
Exactly. So you're able to put on more shows.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly.
So this one, honestly, I don't see really being useful for Nifty. It's useful for a character, but not really Nifty.
Yeah.
But at the next level, you're going to get Counter Charm. Again, not very Nifty-ish.
Well, honestly. Who's going to outperform the Roach Theater?
Outperform, yeah. But as a counter charm, come on. It's a little bit of a stretch.
It is a little. You can, if you want to, instead of taking 6 levels in Bard, you can take another level in Rogue or the third multiclass that we'll be getting to in just a moment. But if you do choose to take 6th level of Bard, you also get Mantle of Majesty.
Yes.
Because, of course, you have to have the Roach Crown.
Mm-hmm. So, what Mantle of Majesty does is it lets you, as a bonus action, cast Command. So, Command is a spell that you speak a word to a creature, and they have to make a Wisdom save. If they make the save, unfortunately, nothing happens. Or if they don't speak your language, but as Nifty, they should be speaking your language.
Yeah.
But if they fail their save, they have to do what you command them to do. Mm-hmm. Makes perfect sense for Nifty.
Yeah.
Because if
she dons the Roach Crown.
Exactly. Instead of giving Alastor the crown and crowning him the Roach King, Nifty wears the king crown and now has to command everybody, which you have to pay attention to. Exactly. But it's a great spell, and it's fun to think of Nifty intimidating people to following her.
Absolutely.
Or charming them by putting on such a great show that now she's able to command them.
Just with that, oh, we love you so much, of course we're going to do it for you.
Exactly.
Of course. Now, the last multi-class, this is one that Yuri here recommended, and I thought was just fabulous, is 2 levels of Monk. Yep. Now, like I said, if you don't want a 6th level of Bard, you can go up to 3rd level of Monk.
And get a monastic tradition.
Exactly.
Yep.
Or you could go up to, level 15 in Rogue, which that one is kind of iffy.
Yeah. But there's a reason that we kind of took it out.
Yeah, but those are your options. So with Monk taking 2 levels, at first level you get your unarmored defense, which lets you, without wearing any armor, it lets you add 10 plus your dexterity plus your wisdom to your AC. So if you have your AC already maxed out, that's already a +5. And the minimum requirement for Monk is a 13 in wisdom. So that's a +1. So you automatically be at 16.
Yep.
So that's already a good AC to have. If you want to bump it a little higher, bump up your wisdom some more.
Yep.
Now you do get martial arts, which that one kind of here or there. You already have proficiency with the daggers that you're going to use as a rogue.
Yes.
But it's with the when you get your key at 2nd level, allowing you to do your unarmed strikes, your flurry of blows, that's going to come into play.
Yes.
Because that's allowing you to add your proficiency to the attack and allowing you to add that extra bit of damage to it. Because when Nifty hits you, she doesn't hit you once. She hits you over and over and over again until you don't even realize what's happening anymore.
Exactly.
And so the 2nd level, you get your key and your unarmored movement, which is basically if you have no armor on, you go faster. You get an extra 10 feet of movement. And come on, Nifty is quick. You've seen her go scurrying around.
Exactly. And she has no armor.
She has no armor.
So
she has that
sense.
cute little dress. That's it. And she doesn't need anything else.
Exactly. Which is why this made perfect sense. On top of that, the reason that I suggested Monk was not only does it help round out your character a little bit, it does make you a little faster, let you hit a little harder a little bit more often, but you also, Nifty was originally based off of a backstory involving a Japanese woman. So, martial arts, things like this that come from the East made perfect sense to give to Nifty.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's once we found out her backstory, it made a lot more sense.
Yep.
We could not deny that. Now, we're moving on to the spells and the feats.
Yes.
Like we said, you do get spells with Bard, not a big part of Nifty, but if you want to use spells, stuff like Prestidigitation, Cloak of Daggers, stuff like that. Stuff that fits into the maid stabby stab. Those are the ones you definitely would want to go for. Of course, you are free to choose whichever spells you want. It's just recommendations.
Yes.
But now we get to go to the fun part. Now we get to do the feats.
Oh, the feats.
Would you like to do the first one?
Sure. So, the first one is the one that I recommend every D&D character have ever made, Alert. Alert gives you a +5 to your initiative and makes it so that your character cannot be surprised as long as you're conscious. So this means no one is getting the drop on Nifty, and if you built your character out with a max dexterity, you are going to have a 13 to your initiative.
+13. So even if... And keep in mind, with the reliable talent, you're not rolling below a 10 on your initiative.
Exactly.
So you will get at minimum of 23.
Exactly.
And add that to your assassination, it is ridiculous.
Yes.
Absolutely ridiculous. The second feat that we picked is Piercer.
Yes.
Because Nifty uses sewing needles and daggers.
Yep.
She's stabbing. She's not cutting, she's not slicing, she's not bludgeoning, she's stabbing.
Yep.
So this one allows to, when you say you gain your bonus to your strength or dexterity, so bump that dexterity up.
Yep.
And then once per turn, when you do manage to hit someone and you do a critical hit, which you'll be fishing for them with how often that you're hitting, you get to roll 1 additional damage die on top of it.
Yep.
So it's just, you want to be doing all that damage constantly over and over again.
You want to stab.
Stab, 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 stab.
Exactly.
And now the last feat that we recommend...
Shadow Touched. So, Shadow Touch is kind of hard for me to read over there.
Okay, so Shadow Touch.
I'm telling you, I need a screen right here.
I thought you were going to have it pulled up.
I know, but I didn't have Shadow Touched.
So, Shadow Touch, what it does is it allows you to increase your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma by 1. So, charisma or wisdom, whichever one you're needing, go ahead and bump that up.
Yep.
And it allows you to learn 1 first level spell and you learn the invisibility spell. Which, invisibility just makes perfect sense because how often have they been like, hey, Nifty's right here, they turn, look back, and she's gone.
Yep. Nifty is the unseen.
Nifty is 100% the unseen.
Unseen terror.
Absolutely. It's insane. And with you saying the unseen terror, the spell that I chose that I recommend, Cause Fear.
Yep.
Because again, if I was, for my collection.
Yeah, she has a very twisted smile, has a very twisted way of looking at you. And
when she squints that one eye.
Yeah. Everyone should be afraid.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But that is all that we have for this character. Mm-hmm. We hope you like it. Again, this is just a recommendation, just what we suggest. Mm-hmm. Again, all creative control is up to you, the players.
Of course.
So please let us know down in the comments below what you think, and if you have a anime character that you want to see turned into a playable D&D character, let us know, and we will make it for you. We are going to read comments, and we will make it for you, and we will post the video.
Most definitely.
So until then, take it easy and